Hi, my name is Leonard Munson, and welcome back to the Crystal Astrological Overview for the month of April, while the sun is in Taurus from April the 21st to May the 21st. I'd like to extend any sympathy or condolence to anyone who has lost a loved one through this C-19 crisis. I ask and put in prayers that if you have any friend, relative, or anyone you know, that the divine source will heal them from this terrible virus. I ask us to respect this virus, this evil thing that's moving around, by practicing social distancing, and when you are out, wear the mask and gloves and stay home. And I also ask the universe and the divine source that it will protect these people and these states that they are opening these businesses, that nothing will happen to them. I know that they all have to want to get back to work and money issue. But the choice is, what is your health? You're putting money over your health? That's the most beautiful asset that you can have. Without that, you can't do anything. So let's look and listen at that. You can reach me at my website, which is readingsbyleonardtmunson.net, or my email address, which is mercury524@msn.com, on my Facebook page, Readings by Leonard T. Munson, or you can reach me on LinkedIn and Twitter. Now, you know the three rules: like, share, and subscribe. This is collective. This is Leo's sun, rising, or moon. Take what you need, and only that, because it's only going to work for you. That's a mistake what people make. They see someone do something and they try to do exactly like them. You take what they're doing, what you need. You don't need all of it. And create your own. Okay, Leo, your solar sun is in your 10th house with the sun in Taurus. And that deals with your career. It deals with Capricorn, which is the ruler of the 10th house. It's the ruler of employment, success, and moving up the ladder. And its ruling planet is Saturn. Saturn just left Capricorn. So I hope that you have learned the effect of that old structure being torn down and that new structure being built on a firmer, stronger foundation. Some of you are switching careers. Some of you are changing your career or dynamics of your career. Some of you are expanding it by learning more things about your career. So Capricorn represents employment, success, and moving up the ladder. Thank you. What's it? Mikey? Thank you so much. So Leo, you're the 5th house. You're the house of creativity, children, matters of the heart, self, leadership, moral, principle, strength, inner strength. Some of you don't know how strong you are. Judges, arts and entertainment, and the limelight. But Leo has to learn in this life that you can have the limelight all the time. Let other people shine. And that's when you have developed that gift of unselfishness. Some of you are selfish, you think it's all about you. Some of you have been using and trying to control people. And knowing people liked you and played them. But who got played but you? Some of you were not there for some of the people who depended on you, because every time you needed something, You only came to these people when you needed and they assist you. But when they needed you, you let them down. And by letting them down, they start looking at the patterns. So some of you have been cut off from true friends. And some of you will never have these friends like this again. Friendship is a rare commodity. When you have one true friend, you have the world. And I feel that some of you have let go of a true friend, and that friendship developed into feelings for each other. And that person got tired of waiting. And so they moved on. They disconnected you. They don't want no parts of you. Nothing you can say or do can bring you back into that paradise of that relationship. People do get tired, and I feel some of these have got tired. This person was a person that supported you, didn't judge you, saw your worth, tried to encourage you. Some of you might have addiction problems. You may hide it from the world, but not from this person. They encourage you to get help and try to get away from it and look deep inside of you. Some of you need to look deep inside of you and see where these addiction problems come from. They come from your childhood. Until you heal, forgive, and accept that part of the responsibility, you had a part of it, that you did do nothing wrong. This person was injured, and they thought that this was the normal thing to do. You continue to have this addiction problem. It can run from alcohol to drugs, to money, to sex, to shopping. Sit and sit still and forgive yourself and the person or people and let it go. You're going through a guilt phase of how you hurt some people that was in your corner. Some of you might can get back in with them, and I don't think some of you will get back with any of them. So now you're concentrating on your career. You have to expand that. You got to stop feeling sorry for yourself. And believe in yourself. I feel some of you feel trapped. I feel some of you have become a surrogate husband or father, and you feel trapped. Stop being the surrogate father or mother. That is not your responsibility. Until you awaken that, you won't be able to expand. So you're going to have to expand in your career. You have to start, what does you want to do? Not what they want to do, what you want to do will make you happy. So some of you have decisions to make. Some of the decisions is going to be hard, but they're going to be making. And if you don't make it, then the universe will come and knock in your head and bring a situation where you're going to have to make it. Okay? Okay, now to help you to expand your career, and some of you might be taking some additional education or training programs or certifications. I see this happen with your solar sun in the 10th house in Taurus. Now Jupiter is in Capricorn. So there's going to be some new opportunities for those who have put out good karma. For those who did not put out good karma, these opportunities are going to be delayed. Okay? And expansion, abundance, truth, wealth will happen to some of you. The stone I need you to carry during the month of April 21st to May the 21st, where the sun is in Taurus in your solar 11th house, the 10th house, is a bloodstone. This is called a bloodstone. It's green. Green, what it does, it represents growth. It represents prosperity. It represents good health. Some of you are having health issues, and these health issues have to do with high blood pressure, circulation, and heart issues. So you need to get that corrected, get on the diet, take exercise. So the bloodstone is a green stone, and it's a Leo stone. It has red in it. So it deals with your blood. It deals with your family. There's some issues here with family that needs to be addressed. Okay? So I need you to carry this with you while the solar sun is in your 11th house, while the sun is in Taurus from April the 21st to May the 21st. I also need you to put some green in your wardrobe. This will also help to bring this career advancement to you and a little touch of red. Okay? Now we're going to talk about the karma card for this month for you, Leo. Some of you can't sleep at night because of what you've done to someone. You're really going through it. So you need to address the issue with the person. You need to speak your truth from the 5th chakra, which is your throat, in a diplomatic way. And man up to what you did wrong. Now, the karma cards consist of the houses of the astrological wheel, the signs, and the planets. Okay, I'm going to do this karma card. I'm going to pick one. I'm picking this one. I was drawn to this one. Okay. So the karma card represents the 3rd house. The 3rd house is Gemini. So Leo, you need to communicate your voice, your words, your action. Writing. It also deals with research, getting in additional information in your career that you need. So spiritually, by making the right connections, mentally, the ideal in question. Physically, get your ideas going. So communicate what you want. Make the right connection. The idea in your question to get your ideas going. Communicate. Action. Okay? That is your karma card for the month of your solar sun being in your 10th house in Taurus. Now this is your card, your tarot card for the month. And some of you have been manipulating people. Some of you have been trying to control people. Some of you have been ripping people off, but you didn't fool nobody, Leo. They know what you did. They know what you did. Now your tarot card, I'm picking this one. I'm joined to that. This is One of Wands. One represents take care of yourself. Initiation, renew, and new beginning. Okay? Wands represents growth, movement, change, and messages. It also represents travel. Wands also represents fire energy, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. So this represents you. It represents looking at the big picture first before you leap. Action, initiation. So whatever you feel that you did wrong to someone, you need to initiate the action to set it straight. Whether some of these people had feelings for you, and you had feelings for them, it was known. Express it. Take the initiation. Take it. Okay? Now we're going to talk about where the planets are at. Venus is in Gemini. So Venus is the goddess of love. It's the goddess of finery, beauty, exquisite things. So Venus, Geminis are being appreciated. People are noticing them for their quality of positivity. Okay, their communication, their knowledge, their information, and speaking and spreading it. Okay, now uh, your solar sun is in Taurus, which is also the ruling planet of Gemini. So, I mean, solar sun is in Taurus, and Venus is ruling planet of Libra and Taurus. So the area of money, work, and possessions is a concern for you. I see some of you having some issues or will have some issues with an automobile or something mechanical. That's going to drain some money. Hey, karma is a bitch. You took from other people, now things going to be taken from you. So, in other words, that money you've taken from those people or tried to manipulate them and control them, now something's going to control it and you're going to have to pay this money out in another way. That's how karma works. Okay? So, I went into Gemini on April the 3rd, and we're saying it to August the 7th of this year. Mercury, the ruling planet of Gemini, is in its last leg of Aries. So you need to communicate yourself better. Direct to the point and be honest. Tell the truth. The truth will set you free, and these people will know where they stand with you and you stand with them. Now, Mercury will go into Taurus on April the 27th to May the 11th. Again, communication. Again, I pick up some issue with the automobile. Some issue that's going to have to be addressed. Now we have Pluto in Capricorn, and Pluto represents transformation and rebirth. Pluto is the ruling planet of Scorpio and Aries. So you're going through a period of transformation and rebirth, dealing with the emotional issues that goes back to your childhood that now needs to be addressed. Pluto represents things that's been hidden underneath it that needs to be exposed. And it also deals with anything that is addictive behavior, that is negative. It deals with alcoholism or drug addiction, sexism, all those things that you're trying to sensitize because you're unhappy. Pluto is also the ruling planet of Aries. So you have to take the initiative and the action to correct these issues. Okay, then we have Mars in Aquarius. Mars is the ruling planet of Aries. So you have raw energy, you have bigger force and action, and it represents passion and love. Aquarius represents air signs. So start thinking with your head and not with your heart and your emotions. And it deals with hopes, wishes, and friendships, and groups and organization and humanitarian efforts. So I see some kind of connection there. You might be going in a career with them, or if you have your own business, you might be getting work from these people. It went into March when your Aquarius, March the 30th to May the 13th of this year. We have Neptune in Pisces, psychic ability, trust your intuition and your feeling. Some of you having problems with your eyes and your feet. This needs to be directed and corrected. Pisces deal with the emotions. It deals with things, secret enemies behind the scenes. It deals with institution. It deals with healing of emotional issues. Psychiatrists, psychologists, a therapist, or counselor. So some of you might need to have to go, Leo, to a counselor to help you with your addictions or these emotional issues that you're running away from. We have Uranus in Taurus. Uranus went in Taurus March the 6th, 2019, will stay there 2026. Taurus deals with money, work, and possession. So there's Uranus is the ruling planet of Aquarius, who represents change, revolution, upheaval, independence, freedom. Nothing will be the same again. Okay, it's Taurus still. So a better relationship with your money. We're going to be more dealing with more electronic money than actual physical money. The robots, we're going to be dealing with more things that are robotic. So you need to go into that career, learn how to program, to make it, to repair it. So that is going to be a field that's going to open up. Taurus also deals with long distance. Joanna started with long distance relationships. It's going to be the norm. It's ageless relationships. It's going to be the norm. Okay, we're going to get away from chemicals and HMOs in the food. We're going to clean up our water, our air, our land. Some of you might be growing your own herbs or vegetables. Okay. And the LGBTQ community is going to get their rights with the divine source of the universe is giving us, where these people have turned it around to such a negative aspect and want to downgrade people to nothing, marginalize them. Then we have Jupiter in Capricorn. Jupiter in Capricorn represents expansion, new opportunity, growth, wealth, abundance, truth, and karma. So if you put out good karma, the warehouses open up. Bad karma is open up, but it's going to trickle down until you learn those lessons. Okay? But pick the right opportunity that will grow and expand. That is the trick of Jupiter in Capricorn. So this is going to affect Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and its counterpart, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Then we have Saturn in Aquarius. So Saturn represents tearing down that old foundation, putting yourself on a stronger foundation. Aquarius is you're going to start using your mind, not your emotions. It deals with foundations, setting boundaries. It deals with father figures. Now, Saturn went into Aquarius on March the 21st. It will go back into Capricorn to see if you learn the lessons and retreat back in September to December and retreat back into Aquarius. It will be there for 2.5 years, from March the 20th, 21, 22 to 2023. Roll with the punches. Do not fight it. Okay? Okay, Saturn represents father time. In this process, this transit of Saturn and Aquarius, you're going to lose a family member, a friend, a mentor, someone you look up in this process. They're going to be leaving us from the physical plane into the spiritual plane. Will they still be alive? Because we never die, just the body dies. Okay, we are energy, we're spirit. Some people say the soul and spirit is different, but I disagree with that. I feel it's both the same. Okay, there's issue with father. So if there's an issue with your father, it needs to be addressed. You need to heal, forgive, and accept your responsibility and move on. Now we have the north node of the moon, the north node, which is in Cancer. Okay, so the north node is what, when we come into this life, is the lessons that we need to know. So Cancer represents emotional issues, dealing with women, mother, family, home, and security. It also deals with the south node, which is what we brought into this life from the previous life. And we tend to go back in that because we're comfortable there. But we need to move forward in the north node to learn the lessons that we need to learn in this life. Okay, so Leo, I hope you enjoy your monthly astrological crystal overview for your solar sign in your 10th house that deals with your career, your employment, success, and moving up the ladder. And I'll see you in when your solar sun goes into your 12th house, when the sun is in Gemini from May the 21st to June the 21st. Ciao.